YouTube, it's your boy, Tilmatry with the Resonator tutorial. This is another deck tutorial on YouTube that I'm posting, and this is going to teach you how to play Resonators. Now, the core of this deck does not include Stratos and Book. You do not need Stratos, Book, and MST to play this deck, so I don't want you to panic, especially with something like Book of Moon, and you look and go, I don't have 3 books. Okay, so don't panic. Alright, we're going to talk about text that you can play and replacement of these. But we're going to go over what the main core does, and then we'll get into the text. Alright, so Crimson Resonator. Now, this is one of the stars of the deck. You do need 3 of these. It is free to play. Well, it's sort of free to play. You can get it 3 runs through 3 mini box pushes, but the card is insanely good. So what it does is, if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. If the only other monster you control is exactly 1 Dark Dragon Synchro, you can special summon up to 2 Resonator tuners, 2 Resonator monsters, not tuners, from your hand or deck. Now, in the case of Duel Links, you're only going to be able to special summon 1 because Crimson will mandatorily be in the field. So you can only special summon 1 because we only have 3 monster zones. The other thing you need to know about Crimson Resonator is it's an activatable effect. So what the heck does that mean? When you use the skill Demon's Resonance, you cannot special summon it because it activates. Okay? It is not inherent where you just special summon it like Levineer or Synchro. It is an activatable effect. So inherent monsters can special summon themselves without being activated, without the effect actually activating. Activatable monster effects need to actually activate to special summon themselves. Okay? Now next is Wandering King Wildwind. Now this is great because this is another core card, but it is also completely free to play. There is no reason why you can't pick up 3 copies of this. If you control a Fiend type tuner with 1500 or less attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you attempt this, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Synchro monsters. During your main phase, except the turn this was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Fiend to tuner with 1500 or less attack from your hand, from your deck to your hand. So, if this is in your graveyard the following turn, you go ahead and add this to your hand. Add a tuner to your hand. Very good. Helps set up for the follow-up and helps enable your skilled Demon's Resonance, which we will go over. Alright? So, one of your main plays is going to be Special Summon Resonator, Crimson, Special Summon Wildwind. Now, the third monster, you at least need 2 of this. This comes in a Shiranui box, and you do definitely want 2 of this. You can use your SR ticket on it, your dream, if you want. It's a good target for it. Red Resonator, when this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your hand. Can be any level 4 or lower monster. We'll get into that in a second. When this card is special summoned, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field, gain life points equal to its attack. You can only use this effect of Red Resonator once per turn. 2 things you need to note here. It can miss timing, and it special summons. And it's can only be gaining its life point once per turn. So the gain of life point effect is a hard once per turn. The special summon effect to gain life points, when you gain life points, not only is it a hard once per turn, but it can also miss timing. Why? Because it says when and not if. So if this thing is special summon on Chain Link 2 or higher, you will miss the timing because the gain of life points isn't the last thing to happen. So keep that in mind. Advanced strategies for you. Next, 3 Resonator Call. You want 2 to 3 copies of this. Adds a Resonator from your deck to your hand, so you can search Crimson out, and it makes your opening combo to your road to case a lot more consistent. Now, the rest of these cards in the main deck are optional text. We'll start off with Book of Moon. Obviously, you know what this does. Flips the monster down. MST to destroy back row. Tretch to blow up 2. If you do not have these cards, you can run Cosmic over MST. You can run Chalice over Book. You can run Offerings to the Doomed if you're that desperate. So that's another tech. Another card is Lightning Vortex. So there are options. Okay? If you do not have certain cards. Also, you may have this, which can also be an option, Special Hurricane. So, these are some options for you. just in case you do not book. Also, if you recently did the $5 deal or the special deal on Galaxy Cyclone, that's an option for you too. Okay? Now, the other tech is the Hero engine. You do not necessarily need this. I could easily cut this out and say we're at 20 and we're good, and that's cockable. But the Hero engine, what it does is it enables itself. Stratos is an effect, activates on summon. It cannot miss timing with your red Resonator when you summon it, unlike something like Gobblenberg, which would cause it to miss timing. So, red Resonator, when you summon it, it will get one of its following effects, either the pop back row, if you have another Stratos already on the field, which sometimes you will, or main effect, search another level 4, which can help you OTK that turn, or in future turns. Also, can search Plasma, and Plasma is very good in this deck to out certain decks like Fire King, Thunder Dragons. Plasma is fantastic for those. So these give you a win con against those decks. So Stratos set 3 is very good. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. You can run this without Stratos. But if you have it, go ahead and try it. Throw it in there. Now, the next thing we want to bring up is the skill, Demon's Resonance. So this is the skill you're going to use. Can be used by revealing one Resonator monster in your hand. Return any card from your hand to your deck. Add a level 4 or lower fiend. This can only be used once per turn and twice per duel. So you can search this. And this is another card you can tech. We didn't talk about it. Doom Caliber Knight. This is the card people play to negate monster effects. Can negate what your opponent does. It's a decent turn 1 play. Also, another card you could search in tournaments. This is kind of used a bit in tournament play. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, Goblin Agreed. So when you summon this, this is a continuous effect. So also Demon's Resonance, the other thing I need to bring up, is during the turn you use it, you cannot activate the monster effect that you searched. So the fiend you searched cannot activate. This is continuous, so this will remain. So your opponent cannot activate an effect by discarding a card. So anything like Dark World Dealings, Shiranui Squire, Megalith Oak, Thunder Dragon Hawk, or any of your Megalith effects will not be able to activate while this is on the field. Also, Karma Cut, Regeki Break, that will play around it too. So that's something you want to take note of. And that's continuous. That will remain in effect. Does not activate, so that will get its abilities immediately. Crimson does activate, like we said earlier. Now, going into the other tech cards in this deck, Red Rising Dragon, you need to run this. That text. This is a mandatory 3 of. It's free to play. So this is your combo extender. And its effect is, its main effect that you're going to be using is, it takes a Fiend Tuner and a non-tuner, so any of your Resonators get it done. And any non-tuner, so it can be Stratos or anything. When this card is sync or summoned, you can target a Resonator in graveyard, special summon it. But you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Dark Dragons. Second effect does not come up. It allows you to summon 2 level 1 Resonators from the grave. It never comes up. But the main effect is you're going to synchro into this, generally summon your Crimson, and then go tag into a Red Rising using its effect and gain life. So that's generally the play you're going to make with it. Next is your Infernity Doom Dragon. So this requires a Dark Tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. And when you have no cards in your hand, you target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, then you inflict damage to the players equal to half its attack. And this effect, this cannot attack during the turn use its effect. You use this in combination with your Bane, which is your level 10, which will synchro into, to go for OTK through one monster. And then 2 Darken Dragons. Darken is great, sends the monster to the grave, and then it loses 500 attack. Level 8 requires a tuner and a non-tuner dark monster, but Red Rising is a dark, so that works. And then last but not least is your Hut Dragon Archfiend Bane. This is 1 tuner plus a non-target dragon, Dark Dragon Synchro. So this can be made with your Red Rising, or your Infernity Doom, or your Dark End. And then you use your level 2 to make this. 3,500 attack. Can swing over anything. Second effect does come up a little bit. When you inflict damage to your opponent, you can special summon via this card itself. You can special summon 2 tuners with the same level for your deck or in your graveyard. So you can special summon Crimson, from your grave than reviving from the dead. Or vice versa. Anyway, let's get into some gameplay. And I'll show you some combos. Oops. Give me 1 second. Okay, this should work. Alright, we're gonna switch this. Never mind that I accidentally named it Gaia. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna add the bot. And let's get in there. Now I'm gonna show you some turn 2 OTKs with Resonator. Here we go. Another tech that you could also run in this deck is Trunade. Alright, never mind what he's doing. I'm just trying to show you combos. Alright, we opened up Resonator Call, going second. Activate Resonator Call. You're going to want to search Crimson Resonator. The main 2 cards you're looking for in your hand is Crimson Resonator and Wildwind. Now, in a particular case that your opponent has 2 monsters, we're going to need a specific hand to OTK through 2 monsters. And that's generally going to come in the form of 2 Resonators and a Wildwind. 2 Wildwinds in the hand. And don't forget, you can get a Wildwind by Demon's Resonance. So let me show you how this combo works. So first things first, we're going to want to special summon Crimson Resonator. Alright? Once Crimson Resonator has been special summoned, why is that set? Oopsie, did I set that by mistake? Oopsie, hold on. Redo! Redo, redo. I need to do a redo of this. Sorry about that. Misclicked there. And there is no going back in this game. Okay, rematch. Don't pay attention to that! That's an oofer. Alright. So we're going to let him make his plays. Alright. So here's what we do. Skill. Activate Demon's Resonance. We need Crimson in the hand. So we're going to reveal Crimson. And then we're going to shuffle back in one of our Resonators to get Wildwind. Activate Crimson Resonator. We're going to special summon it itself in defense. Go ahead and special summon Wildwind. Gonna synchro summon into Red Rising Dragon. Activate Red Rising Dragon. This will special summon your Crimson back from the graveyard. Activate Crimson from the deck. Summon out your Red Resonator. Game life to whatever's the biggest on the field. Now, in this case, he has 1 weak monster and 1 strong monster. So we might be able to, we're going to probably be able to kill him through Doom Dragon here. So we're going to synchro summon. Well, actually, we can't kill him through Doom Dragon because we can't summon this. So in a case where we have Red Resonator, unfortunately we can't summon this turn, so we can't go Doom Dragon. What we can do is this. We can get some decent damage in here. So we're going to go Dark End. Dark End Dragon will now activate. Send his monster to the grave. And now we can make Bane. Set 2. Enter battle phase. Bane attacks. If we wanted to, we could use Bane here. We don't really need to. Now we're going to end. He Cosmics. Alright, that's fine. And stupidly kills himself for some reason. I didn't make it. I made it accidentally 8,000 life points. But just keep in mind he'd be dead here. Okay. Awesome. Rematch. Again, going second. Trying to show you the double Dark End combo with the Doom Dragon. Okay. Now we can set up Doom Dragon. Alright, perfect. So we're going to activate. We're going to turn off toggle to off. So we're going to activate MST. Going to blow up a back row. Activate Resonator Call. This is the double Dark End OTK because we just drew into Wildwind. Then we're going to activate our skill, Demon's Resonance. And in order to double Dark End OTK here, we need 2 level 4s. So we're going to shuffle in Book of Moon. We're going to grab another Wildwind. Then we're going to activate Crimson Resonator, special summon itself. Then we're going to go ahead and... Oh, he floodgated. Okay. Well, fine. If he doesn't floodgate here, then we have OTK. But even still, we're going to follow up through the floodgate. Activate Red Resonator, special summon the Wandering King Wildwind. And then we're going to Synchro Summon into our Red Rising Dragon. Activate Red Rising Dragon. Special summon the Red Resonator. Gonna gain some life here. Now in a case like this, we're gonna go into our Dark End. Go ahead and bring him out. Activate Dark End Dragon. Send to the grave. Go in a battle phase. Now the minute his life points hit 4,000, we win. Because we only have 4,000 life in this game. Alright. So we keep poking. We drew into Tretch. Go ahead and summon this. And at this point, we'd attempt to swing for lethal. Remember, when his life points hit 4,000. And that would be a GG. Alright, now I'm going to show you a first turn setup with this deck. Now in this particular case, we would have a double Dark End setup. But, we couldn't because he had a floodgate. So we're going to surrender. Keep in mind we won that, but I'm just trying to show you things. Now we're going to go first here. Alright, so good turn one setup. Activate Resonator Call. Going to search Crimson. We're going to go ahead and special summon our Crimson. Now, in this is the case I talked about Stratos. Normal summon Stratos. Stratos can search a copy of itself. Now we can Synchro Summon into our Red Rising Dragon. Activate Rising Dragon, special summon. And most of the time, turn 1, especially against a deck like Animat and OTK decks, we want to end like this. 6,100 life. In a case like that. And we just pass onto back row. So very good. And then we have plenty of room for Fall, including Plasma. So very, very nice. That's how you want to set up turn 1 against a lot of these decks. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. Alright, don't pay attention to the wins and losses. So the one thing you need to know is, I'm going to go back to deck edit. So your Red Rising Dragon, just going over the combos really quickly. Alright, to do Red Rising, to do double Dark End OTK, you need double Wildwind or Wildwind any level 4 plus double Tuner, Red and Crimson. Okay? So that's what you need to do, double Dark End OTK. Actually, no. You only need, you only need 2 level 4s and 1 tuner. And I'm going to show you. Not 2 tuners. Not 2 tuners. So you're going to special summon Crimson. Let's say we have double Wildwind, right? Special summon Wildwind, synchro into Rising. Special summon Crimson Resonator with the Rising Dragon. After that, synchro into your Dark End. Activate your Crimson. Special summon your Red. Then you synchro into Dark End. Then we special summon the second Wildwind. And then we synchro with the second Resonator into your second Dark End. Special summon the Resonator from the graveyard. Off of your second Red Rising. Go into your second Dark End OTK. So let me repeat that just in case I was a bit confusing. So 2 level 4s plus 1 Crimson Resonator is OTK. So you need Crimson plus double level 4. Okay? So you're going to special Crimson, special Wildwind. And it doesn't matter if you have Stratos, we're just saying if we have 2 Wildwinds. Special Crimson, special Wildwind, make Red Rising, special Crimson, activate Crimson, special summon Red out of the deck. Then use Crimson plus your Red Rising to go into Dark End. Send their first monster to the graveyard. Activate your second Wildwind to summon itself to the field. And then you're going to Synchro Summon with your Red and your Wildwind into Red Rising. Then Special Summon Red Rising from Red Rising. Then Special Summon Red Resonator off your Red Rising. And then Synchro to your second Dark End and go for OTK. So that's your double Dark End. So like I said, Crimson plus 2 level 4s. Next is your... Okay. Well, one of your level 4s actually has to be a 1-1. So it needs to be Really needs to be a wild one plus any level 4. So, can't be double Stratos. It has to be wild one plus a level 4. Then, the next combo is your Doom Dragon combo. Alright, and that takes 1 Dark Tuner plus your level 6. And I'm going to show you how to OTK. And it's very easy. All you need is Crimson plus a level 4. So you can special summon your Crimson, go into your Wild Wind, synchro into your Red Rising, then Red Rising summons Crimson, activate Crimson, special summon Red Resonator, have no cards in your hand, synchro with your Crimson, plus your Red Rising into your Doom, pop their monster, burn them, and then use your Red Resonator plus your Doom to make your Bane and OTK them. So very, very easy. So your 2 combos are your Double Dark End, which requires your Crimson, plus a Wild Wind plus any level 4. Can be double Wild Wind, could be Wild Wind plus Stratos. Your other combo, which is your Doom combo, requires only Crimson plus a level 4. Those are your 2 main combos that you're focusing on. Okay? So, another way, yeah, so that's what you need to recognize with this deck. Remember, Stratos can also search Plasma. If you have any more questions, follow me on Twitch. The link will be in the description below. If you want to see me play Resonators live, follow me on Twitch. We are climbing with TGs tomorrow, and we are doing Gaia on Thursday. So if you want to see the new structure deck Gaia, we already got that to Legend 4. We're going to hit King of Games with it Thursday. Make sure you are followed to me on Twitch. Okay? And also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Really helps the algorithm. I appreciate you. Love you all. It's your boy, Tilt Matron, signing out. Peace.